As a child, I loved playing. Unfortunately, I spent a lot of time on the bench. It made me sad. Two mates in that team went on to be professional players. I dropped out of Australian football when I was 15 years old. Kids receiving fair game time at community sports is something that I've been passionate about for over 40 years. Warned of an emerging tsunami-like epidemic because of diet and children being less active. Parents are spending a lot of money to provide organised sporting activity for their children. Parental angst about their children not getting fair game time is another factor leading to player dropout. All of these problems are getting bigger, not smaller. We solve these problems keeping kids in the game through our digital coaching tools. The core innovation of these tools is the management of player game time, ensuring fair game time and reduction in player churn. We currently have 2 cloud-based apps, one for Australian football, one for netball, and plans for many more in the near future. These apps provide obvious benefits to kids, parents and coaches, but more recently our apps have gained the interest of whole sporting leagues and national sporting organisations. The imminent development of our Fair Game Time app, a generic app for all team sports, is our big play into international markets. We also have plans for other individual sports. Just a quick snapshot of our journey so far. We started in the pro market in Australian football, providing software that managed players running on and off the ground. By 2014, we were the market leaders. In 2015, we decided to branch out into community sport and developed Interchanger for the grassroots. And since then, I've added a number of apps with our goal to have fair game time in 2020. We currently have a bit over 2% of the Australian football market and $90,000 in revenue. And without any investment, we envisage that to grow significantly next year to 150,000. But this is our main game, to provide and produce a generic app for all sport, keeping kids in the game. Have an arrangement, have an agreement with La Trobe University, the Victorian Amateur Football Association and the AFL around injury surveillance. Our apps gather injury data as well. Ours is the only one that you can have data entry from multiple devices, and ours is the only one that has whole clubs and whole leagues using our solution. The whole leagues solution sends an email to the competition organiser if a kid doesn't reach a certain threshold.